What's going on, guys? We are back again for some more One Piece action. We're finally back off a break. If you guys remember, we left off on a pretty big cliffhanger. We had Imu talking to Cobra, and it looked like he was about to spill some info on Lily, the former queen of Alabasta. But yeah, are we about to see like exactly how Cobra gets killed? Judging from the title, the death of Nefertari Cobra. I think we're gonna see something, but how much info is gonna be revealed by Imu prior to Cobra being killed? I'm guessing this is what Sabo is gonna be overhearing. So let's jump right into this chapter. I'm pumped. So what do we got on the cover story? So it looks like we got Frankie and a bunch of turtles. Departure sign says Frankie encouraging hatchling turtles on their way to sea. All right, so we all know Frankie's kind of a, sentimental guy. So seeing all these little turtles, he's crying because he's like, oh, you guys are doing your duty. But anyways, let's get into this chapter. Where are we starting off? Okay, the impossible ruler. So right off the bat, we see Cobra. He's looking up. Looks like he's got some sweat beads. Like he's like, wait, what is going on? And then he's like, no one is ever supposed to sit there. Like he is freaking out. Like he knows about this. He's been a ruler of Alabasta for a long time. He's attended, probably multiple reveries. So he's seen this throne room, this empty throne. He knows the history of it. Clearly, he was telling the Gorosei. And he's like, what the hell? Someone is sitting on there. And it says, no individual should have the power to control the world. And we see Imu up there sitting on the throne. And you got the Gorosei. They're all kind of looking around. And it says, Mu shall address two of the points being discussed, and thou must answer a single question in return, Cobra. And they're like, okay, Cobra's like, who are you? And you see the Gorosei, they're kind of just sitting there like, all right, well, Imu has decided to answer, two questions. And then it says, Imu uses Mu to refer to themselves in the third person. Okay, that makes sense. I've heard a lot of royalty referring to themselves. All right, what do we got? So we see Cobra, like he's not looking good. Like his health literally looks like it just took a turn for the worse. He's like, I've heard that name Imu before. It could be a coincidence, but one of the first 20 was also called that. Oh damn! Such curiosity teeters on impertinence. It will not be dignified with an answer. Oh. Okay, so like he's like, wait, one of the first 20 was called Imu, and he's like, I'm not even gonna respond to that. Okay, but let's go. And then it says, however, those initial queries shall be addressed. D is the moniker of our ancient enemy. All right, we already kind of knew that, but let's see if he elaborates. In recent times, it has cropped up more frequently. However, it is nothing but a faint echo. Those who carry the name do not even know of its true meaning now. And yet, and we see, this is a shot from up top on the empty throne. We see Imu sitting there. You see all the swords around it. Down all the way down in the bottom. You see the Gorosei, and then you see Cobra right there in the middle. Now, okay, switching views. We're back down behind Cobra. It says, the irritation only endures to Queen Lily's grave blunder 800 years ago. Okay, so Lily, we already know that Alabasta has something to do with the ancient kingdom because they're hiding a poneglyph. So now seems like they're blaming Lily for the D initial continuing. And Cobra's like, blunder. And he's like, the same can be said of those irksome scholars investigating the so-called Void Center. Okay, so he's referring to Ohara. What do we got next? Okay, so we see Imu standing up. Without that blunder, there would be no pirates chasing the poneglyphs in pursuit of treasure either. If it were not for Lily's incompetence, those vexing relics would never have been scattered all over the world. All right, so we knew that, Alabasta was an ally of the ancient kingdom, and now we're seeing Imu is literally blaming Lily for everything. Like, she's the reason the poneglyphs got out. She's the reason, these damn pirates are all running around looking for the poneglyphs. These people with the D initial, why that D didn't get, like, completely wiped out. And we just see Cobra, like, sweat coming down. He's just like, And then it says, the release of the poneglyph was the worst possible outcome for us. So one must wonder whether it was truly a mistake or it was actually part of some larger plan. All right, so Did Lily manipulate her position in the 20 kingdom, or as part of the 20 kingdoms that challenged the ancient kingdom to be put into a position where she would be able to release the poneglyphs to allow the ancient kingdom's will, I guess you could say, to survive after their defeat. And then again, we just see Cobra, and he's just like, what the hell is going on? And then you see okay, wait a minute, what's going on? All the Gorosei members are pulling out guns. They all got their fingers on triggers, every one of them. And then it says, the truth undoubtedly lies in the letter Lily left. So pray tell, was it a deliberate choice to only refer to her as Queen Lily of House Nefertari? Go ahead and divulge the full name of her letter as written. Oh my god, what are we about to find out? And it says, they got me. I suppose there really is no chance I'm leaving this room alive. Damn, okay. What is Lily's real name? And we see Cobra, okay, he just, he lets out that sigh, like he has come to the realization that he is going to die in this room. Like, he overplayed his hand. He thought maybe there was a chance he could get out, but he's like, nope, there's no chance I will be leaving this room alive. And then he says, I take it that there's no fib I could tell that would satisfy you enough to let me go. Damn, he's just ballsy enough to be like, is there anything I could say to you to let me go? He's like, okay, so this is the dude, the Gorosei with the big mustache. He's like, your fate was decided the moment you saw the great Imu. All right, so, I guess I really take it that Imu is the national treasure. Maybe Dofi somehow, when he was a child, caught a glimpse of Imu and no one realized it. Imu didn't realize it, so he knows the secret. That's why they kind of put up with him. But I feel like Imu would have killed him if, he threatened to reveal the existence of Imu. But anyways, okay, we see Cobra, and he's huffing, and he's like, not surprising, they can't let anyone know the world's greatest taboo has been broken. All right, please let Sabo be listening in on this conversation. So we got my boy Sabo right here. He's like, the atmosphere here feels a little sinister. What's going on? So, okay, so we see Sabo. He's kind of sliding in, looking around the corner. And then it says, the truth is, the letter from Alabasta's ruler 8 centuries ago was signed by Queen Nefertari. D. Lily. Yo. D. Lily. Oh, and then we see D. And we just see Imu's eyes right there. And then what the hell is this? We see some arrow looking thing coming in from the side towards Cobra right there. And then damn, all of a sudden it just impales him. What the hell? And then next panel, you see someone, I'm guessing that looks like Sabo leaping right there. And you see the Gorosei kind of notice someone jumping up into the air right there. And all right, there, hell yeah. We see Sabo hit the Gorosei with a fire fist. Damn. Okay, what's going on? Is he going to challenge Imu right there? Okay, it looks like, yeah, we see Sabo shoot up the stairs right there. And then it says, smothered mate. And it says, a moving chess, a shogi where the king is checked by a knight while surrounded by its own piece. All right, cool. But then we see Imu, and it looks like their eyes get enraged right there. Oh my god. And it says, where did this one come from? All right, so clearly observation hockey, not their forte, because they didn't notice Sabo slip into the room, you know what I mean? But they have some way of attacking. What in the hell is this? Okay, so we see Sabo standing over Cobra, but all these ghost-like apparition creature things, I don't even know. He's like, I was hoping I'd be able to take you all out in one move. After all, there was no way I could have known that hell was located here at the very top of the world. So we see Sabo just standing right there looking at the Gorosei. And then all of a sudden we see snap. Okay, we see Cobra. So Cobra's still alive. He's like, you are Luffy-kun's brother, aren't you? All right, so Cobra, as he's dying, he kind of looks up and he notices that it's Sabo. And because of all the headlines, that Luffy's made, and because of the connection that was made between him and Sabo, he he recognizes him. He's like, you're Luffy's brother, right? Like, probably the best possible outcome aside from one of his own people being there to relay the message. And it says, you're with the Revolutionary Army and you still stepped in to save me. And Sabo's like looking down at him, kind of, still on his guard. He's like, our cause is more concerned with the monsters that sit above the king and queens of the world. Do you know Luffy somehow? And Cobra's like, he once stepped in to save me too. And Sabo, all right. That sounds like him, all right. So he's all pumped up. And then what do we got right here? So it looks like all those monsters are, still looming. I think Sabo grabs Cobra and is trying to make a run for it right there. Cobra's like, leave me. I'm dead weight. You have a better chance of escaping on your own. So he probably wants to ensure that, Sabo escapes alive so he can deliver whatever message he has and whatever, maybe was there other stuff mentioned in the letter from Lily? He's like, there's something I've come to understand. And if you die here, we'll be in trouble because I need you to deliver a message to Luffy-kun and Vivi. You want me to tell them something? Like, as he's like, wait, you're dying and you're worried about me telling them something? All right, but it's got to be pretty damn important. And then he's like, tell them we share the moniker D. And it's like, what? Sabo just looks down at him on his shoulder like, wait, what? I finally know the path Alabasta must follow. So you both have D in your name. Is that just a coincidence? Okay, so Sabo's having a flashback to when him and Luffy and Ace were all kids. And they're kind of talking about, Sabo notices they have the D in their name. He's like, is that just a coincidence or something? And, they're both just sitting there stuffing their facing around the fire. And they're like, I guess, who cares? A name's a name. What do you want a D in your name, Sabo? Or he's like, do you want a D in your name, Sabo? And, they are brothers. He maybe doesn't want to feel left out. And then he's like, you can be Sad D-Bo. Or, wait, what? Sad Bo. And they're like, wait, why'd you put the D there? And then, okay, now we're flashing back. So we see whoever's power this is, this arrow is coming at them. And it looks like it's hitting Cobra again. Yup. It looks like it pierces right through Cobra again. So now the question that's a little bit hard to tell. Can Sabo get pierced by it? Is it, because he's a Logia. But is this black attack? Is that black because it's infused with hockey? Or, what have you? Oh, it looks like it. Yep. Because Sabo gets all bloodied up when they take this attack. So it looks like it pierced them both. And he drops Cobra right there. And he's like, got knocked away from him. And then all of a sudden we see a mouth and the eyes of one of the big monsters. And he says, Cobra starts to get up. He's coughing up blood. He's like, the poneglyphs. And then, wait, what the hell? Okay, this is kind of annoying because it's hiding it. You see a roar and it's blocking it. And it says, I can't read what the right side says, but it says, fly the flag that heralds the world's eventual dawn. Nefertari D. Lily. I'm counting on... Okay, so I think this is intentional, Cobra is saying this, but he got blocked out from the readers, to create this atmosphere. And we got to wait till Sabo actually reveals it to Dragon, when we flash back to them. Because right now, this is the flashback to everything happening in the kingdom, or up at the top in Marijois. And then we see him scream out, King Cobra. And he's like, you must live on. Who's there? And then we see Cobra on the ground right there. And then, wait, what the hell? Okay, so there's a little hole in the wall, it looks like. And somebody's eye, somebody is watching through this little peephole. And then they're like, he's dead. Cobra the Senile has gone and got himself killed. It's Waffle. That's why he's with Vivi. Waffle was looking through this little hole and he witnessed, everything that happened with Cobra. And I'm guessing maybe, I don't know, did he see? He's like, I never liked him, but how can I celebrate after witnessing something so terrifying? Oh, damn. And then he's like, I've stumbled upon the biggest skeleton in the government's closet. I don't even want to know who that was. They will end me. So Wapple's freaking out. So he saw Emu. He doesn't know who that is, specifically, but clearly he saw Emu up on the throne. He just saw, a king get killed in front of the Gorosei, or by the Gorosei, essentially, right? Then, Revolutionary Army stepping in. you don't want to see any of this. And Waffle just witnessed all of it. And he's like, oh my God, they are going to kill me. Like, wipe me out from existence if they find out I saw this. And then it says the Grand Roundtable in the council chamber. Okay, so this is back where all the kings were meeting, I'm guessing. It seems that King Cobra and King Waffle are not yet present. Okay, so damn, they were like literally supposed to be at the meeting already, and Cobra is still in the meeting with the Gorosei. Waffle, I guess, walking by, saw Cobra go in or noticed this hole and went to look through it. He's like, we just received word that the two of them will not be attending, and that we are to proceed without them. Damn, does that mean they realize, the world government, does that mean they realize Waffle has the potential to have seen something or overheard something because he's not at the meeting? And then, okay, so we're going back. I don't remember all the king's names, but we see this dude. He's like, perhaps King Cobra's impassioned speech drained him. And someone else starts laughing. And then they're like, maybe he considers his job done now that the dissolution of the warlords has been approved. And then we see the kind from, what's his name? From Dofi's kingdom. Let us move to the remaining matters on the agenda. Oh, King Riku, that's his name. And then we see King Neptune's over there also. He's like, now then, concerning the coalition of the four northern nations calling for independence. All right. And then, okay, so we see Shirahoshi back there. And we got the brothers. It says, Shirahoshi, the conference is almost over. Let's go wait at the Red Port. We don't have to deal with the celestial dunces there. You okay? And then she's like, I was hoping to say goodbye to Princess Vivi. I wonder where she went. All right, so is this... I'm guessing this is a little bit before all the craziness started happening. And they took their eyes, or what's going on? Oh, okay. So we got Vivi, and she's like, what's the big idea? You'd better untie me. And then literally in the next panel, you see her, and she's strapped to a chair. She's all tied up. And he's like, whose orders are you following? And, okay, in the corner, it labels it as a guest room in Pangea Castle. I'll tell the whole world about this. So Vivi's like over there threatening them to get them to let go. And, oh, okay, we bring in Jabra and Khalifa back into the mix. So we see Jabra. It says, hey, easy there. You're being too forward. Gotta play your cards closer to the vest if you want a shot at being free, you know. You're one feisty chick. And then we see Khalifa. She's like, I'm afraid no one's going to help you, princess. Once your disappearance is made known, you'll probably live the rest of your life like a pet. Damn. So the celestial dragons would even make, you know, Vivi a servant or a slave. And then we hear, okay, we got like all of them. We see Fukaboshi and what's his name? The Jabra, or not Jabra, the one that Bluno operated it. Is Shirahoshi alright? Seriously, now's not the time to be worried about others, little missy. We received word that more trouble broke out around earlier. She apparently came out of the ordeal unscathed. Okay, so that was after everything that had happened with, you know, her getting captured and by Kuma. And then, or maybe. Thank goodness. Hard to tell. Okay, no, it is, because Jabra starts recounting back, and he's talking about Leo and Sai. And he's like, the punks who ended up assaulting the celestial dragon that was trying to kidnap the mermaid princess were members of the Straw Hat Fleet. Oh, so you know Cipher Pol is not going to be the biggest fan of them. Boldly proclaimed their victory, giving their names and everything. The guests in the courtyard were stunned. Meanwhile, at the home of the gods, Fujitora's actions helped the revolutionary army free the slaves. And that obviously pissed Ryukugu off, so they went at it. Oh, damn. Okay, so Fujitora stepped in and I guess allowed the slaves possibly to be freed because he doesn't agree with the whole, you know, slavery thing. And Ryukugu and him went at it. Ryukugu and Fujitora. So the admirals actually fighting amongst themselves. Like, that spells, you know, a lot of dissension in the ranks. We got, so Kizaru, you know, on his way to Egghead. You have, or I guess not yet at this point, but he's the one, maybe that's why he went. Did Fujitora, you think they would kick him out of the Navy for this? Like, I feel like Akainu would be pissed. Like, he was mad when you let Luffy go, but to allow slaves to be freed from the celestial dragons, like, that's a pretty big no-no. But then he's like, Jabba's like, what's the deal with this year's reverie? And Vivi's just looking at him, you know, despising him. And he's like a pet, give me a break. Looks like I'm gonna have to do something about this. And then all of a sudden, she looks to the right. It looks like there's some commotion coming from the wall. And then they're like, spare me, I didn't see a thing. And it's a big-ass Waffle busting through the wall right there. You see Jobber kind of getting taken out in the, destruction coming from the wall. And then Vivi's like, Waffle? And then he's like, out of the way. This is my chance. Move already. You'll never take me alive. All right, so we fully know now how Vivi and Waffle ended up together. And they're like, what was that? I think that was King Waffle. And they're kind of just like, what the hell? Was that Waffle? And they're like, wait a second. Vivi's gone. And then all of a sudden he's like, oh, darling, I've been looking for... Okay, so this is Waffle's side chick. Where the devil have you been? And who is that young lady with you? Okay, so Vivi got caught up in Waffle's mouth as he was like trying to run away, it looks like. And she's like, hey, Waffle, how much further are you going to go? And he's like, as far as it takes, I'll run to the ends of the world if I have to. Sounds good to me. Let's go. And then the chick, she's like, wait, don't tell me you're running away with a mistress. And it says, eloping to start a life on the run. So Vivi and Waffle, the unlikely team up, teaming up to save both their lives. So I'm a little sad we don't get to see, or maybe... Yeah, that we haven't seen Vivi find out. Maybe that'll be in the next chapter. Because obviously, we know the last time we saw Waffle and Vivi together, Morgan's commented about the fact that Vivi had been crying, or Waffle, I think, said it, that Vivi had been crying the day before, about everything that happened. Plus, she was with Big News Morgan's when he prints the headlines. So I wonder how she's going to take it. Does she know about the letter? Like, how much does Vivi know? That's the question I want to know. I mean... Well, actually, no, we know she doesn't know because Sabo has to deliver the message to her. But the question is, how is Sabo going to get to Vivi? Is he going to reach out through Big News Morgans or have Dragon and the Revolutionary Army do something? Like, how is he going to get the message to them? We kind of missed out on Sabo being able to give the message to Bonnie, who's going to Egghead Island where Luffy is, or especially she's going to the New World. Sabo wasn't going to the New World, but this just brings up a lot of questions on what exactly the D means. We still don't know what it means. I mean, we know it's the moniker of the Ancient Kingdom. We know that Queen Lily has the D and is a D, but we still don't know exactly what's that mean. Like, does that mean Queen Lily somewhat betrayed the Ancient Kingdom? And then, betrayed them to become a double agent, you know what I mean? And Imu, knowing the fact that she has the D in her name, like, why did Imu trust her if he knew that she had a D in her name? There's more to this story that's not, has not been revealed yet that will illuminate some light on this situation, but... That was a fire chapter. I mean, Imu, we saw Cobra get taken out. We now know that maybe in a weird way, Vivi and Luffy are related somehow. Like, I don't know, I don't know. You guys got to let me know what you think. Let me know some theories you guys have about what that D means. And, Lily's whole position in the overthrow of the Ancient Kingdom or the defeat in the Ancient Kingdom. Was she a double agent? Let me know what you guys think. Make sure to hit that subscribe button as well as hit a like button, and have a wonderful day.